Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. In today's small session, I'm going to explain to you some properties of ratio and proportion. In proportion, some methods or some operations are there which are extensively used in mathematics. You may have to use them exclusively in some of these chapters as well as elsewhere. Cases wherever you are dealing with the equality of two ratios or the equality of two fractions, you may have to use any one or more of them based on what the sum demands. The methods or the operations of proportion I'm talking about are what I have written already for you. You may have a glance at. First one is invertendo, and that one is saying if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then B is to A is equal to D is to C. After that is alternando, and that is saying if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A is to C is equal to B is to D. After that is coming componendo, according to which if A is to B equal to C is to D, then A plus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D. Alright, after that is dividendo, according to which if A is to B equal to C is to D, then A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. Alright, after that is componendo and dividendo, according to which if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A plus B whole divided by A minus B is equal to C plus D whole divided by C minus D. Is it okay? After that is convertendo. If A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A upon A minus B is equal to C upon C minus D. Okay. After that is addendo. According to that, if A by B is equal to C by D is equal to E by F, that is the equality of three ratios. First one is A is to B, second one is C is to D, and the third one is E is to F. If these three ratios are equal to one another, then we can write that each ratio is equal to A plus C plus E whole divided by B plus D plus F. That is sum of the antecedents upon sum of the consequence. That is what I'm going to explain to you today. That is the results according to these methods or operations of proportion. What I've written here are going to be proved today. I'm going to show you how they are coming, and please pay close attention to how I am doing. First one is the simplest one of the lot, and that is invertendo. And according to invertendo, if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then B is to A is equal to D is to C. Have a look. A is to B is equal to C is to D. Okay. Write both the ratios in the form of corresponding fractions. Then just take the reciprocal of both sides. Given writing the note. That is what invertendo is saying. That is proved already. Okay. After that is alternando. That is saying if A is to B equal to C is to D, then A is to C is equal to B is to D. After that, do cross multiplication. Is it okay? Then you are getting at the result A is to C is equal to B is to D. Isn't it? That is what your alternando is saying. After that is componendo. If A is to B is equal to C is to D, then we have to show this. just add 1 to both sides and nothing else we have to do. Adding 1 to both sides. Is it okay, children? And surprisingly, you are getting at the result. A plus B upon B is equal to C plus D upon D. Isn't it what componendo is saying? If A plus B, isn't it what componendo is saying? If A is to B equal to C is to D, then A plus B is to B is equal to C plus D is to D. You can write it in the form of the ratio. That is how we write a ratio. Alright. After that is dividendo, according to which if A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A minus B is to B is equal to C minus D is to D. Nothing special we are having to do here other than subtracting 1 from both sides. Just subtract 1 from both sides. Here the note is going to change. That is subtracting 1 from both sides. Change the signs. Please don't mind me correcting this thing in this way. All these are same other than the signs. That's why I felt like to do it, just with an intention of saving efforts, right? So it's given A is to B is equal to C is to D. Then A by B is equal to C by D. Then subtract 1 from both sides, and that is what we can do always, subtracting or adding the same thing on both sides of an equation. So A by B minus 1 is equal to C by D minus 1. Then write the note subtracting 1 from both sides. Then what you're getting is A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. Then write in the form how we write a ratio, A minus B is to B is equal to C minus D is to D. Alright, I hope it is clear. After that is componendo and dividendo. According to componendo, A plus B by B is equal to C plus D by D, isn't it? And according to dividendo, A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D. If this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, then divide equation 1 by 2. Divide equation 1 by 2. A plus B by B divided by A minus B by B equal to C plus D by D divided by C minus D by D. A plus B by B into B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by D multiplied by D upon C minus D. D cancelled out, DB cancelled out. A plus B upon A minus B is equal to C plus D upon C minus D. That is what in the form of ratio, and that is what in the form of a ratio coming as A plus B is to A minus B is equal to C plus D is to C minus D. Isn't it what your componendo and dividendo saying? A is to B is equal to C is to D, then A plus B is to A minus B is equal to C plus D is to C minus D. Alright. After that is convertendo. Same thing is given in all the cases. A is to B is equal to C is to D. That simply means A by B equal to C by D, and that is what I have written. Okay. That is given if this equation number 1. By the method of dividendo, we can write A minus B upon B is equal to C minus D upon D, isn't it? That is just what we did. That is just what we did 1 minute ago. Now all you have to do is divide equation 1 by 2. Divide equation of 1 by 2. That will give you A by B divided by A minus B by B equal to C by D divided by C minus D by D. Okay. A by B multiplied by B by A minus B is equal to C by D multiplied by D by C minus D. Cancel out BB and DD from both sides. A upon A minus B is equal to C upon C minus D. And you have already arrived at the result of convertendo. A is to A minus B is equal to C is to C minus D. Isn't it what convertendo is saying? According to convertendo, A is to B is equal to C is to D. If it is there, then A is to A minus B is equal to C is to C minus D. Alright children. After that, last one of the lot is addendo. Method is addendo, but in this method we get to find out each ratio, value of each ratio. If 3, 4 and so on, as many as possible number of ratios are given, then each ratio is found to be equal to sum of the antecedents upon sum of the consequents. As you know, in ratio, what is an antecedent and a consequent? If a ratio consists of two quantities of the same kind expressed in the same units, then the first one is called the antecedent and the second one is called the consequent. If a ratio x is to y is there, then x is said to be the antecedent and the second one is called the consequent. Alright. So each ratio is equal to sum of antecedents by sum of consequents, and that is all what I am going to show you right now. If it is given A is to B or A by B is equal to C by D equal to E by F, okay, and so on, and we are assuming each ratio is equal to K. Okay, we are assuming each ratio to be K. Then A equal to KB, C equal to KD and E equal to KF. Therefore, A plus C plus E upon B plus D plus F is equal to, just put the values of A, C and E as we have got earlier, KB plus KD plus KF upon B plus D plus F. Then take out K as common. Remaining inside is B plus D plus F upon b plus d plus f. Cancel them out, and what you are left with is k, and k was assumed to be equal to each ratio. So each ratio can be said to be equal to a plus c plus e whole divided by b plus d plus f, which is equal to k. So this operation add and do is proved. Okay. And that is all I had to tell you in this small session, children. These operations of proportion, the results according to them are supposed to be understood by all of you, and that is what I believe is going to enable you to make use of these results quite conveniently and easily while doing sums. So keep practicing, keep studying, take care, bye bye.